LeBron James. There are over 8 million stories in the city that never sleeps, so don't sleep. I have one that's worth $1 million. You heard?
No shorts, no sleep.
In the East, how do you measure success? Is it in the accolades you achieve, or is it achieved by comparisons?
A bow out to the Miami Heat. The Knicks postseason run will end in the first round.
Today, Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks hope to stay undefeated against the Heat this season, while LeBron hopes to leave another mark on the Garden.
Madison Square Garden. I mean, it's the greatest. It's the mecca of basketball.
LeBron, oh, there's how you get it done. No one's stopping that.
The Miami Heat, they beat up the Lakers, they beat up the Celtics, they beat up the Thunder, they beat up everybody. I think they beat the Globetrotters and the Washington Generals in the same night. They cracked everybody upside the head except the two teams closest to them in the Eastern Conference. 4 games against the Pacers and Knicks this season. 4 in the L column. Clearly, during Miami's current 13-game winning streak, 2 teams that have not been on the schedule, the Pacers and Knicks, until Sunday. Trying to tie a franchise record with 14 straight wins, Heat jumping with the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. That means D-Wade, LeBron James, and Carmelo Anthony. Oh, Melo man, bang, rock the house. Carmelo was putting them kids on blast early, outside, inside, 17 points, 4 or 5 shooting in the first quarter for Melo. Check out LeBron James with the Sportscenter scope. Wonder why he was an all-state wide receiver in high school? LeBron to D-Wade from behind the play. LeBron runs 21 miles per hour, gets the lob.
I always kick it up to D-Wade, and, D-Wade is always looking for me, and I just didn't stop running. I mean, I seen 3 Knicks guys in front of me, but I felt like I can beat them down the court.
Looking like Usain Bolt with those skills. Later in transition, D-Wade with the alley. LeBron absolutely freaks the oop. It's just ridiculous. Still, though, points-wise, a quiet first half for LeBron, or at least first quarter, only 7 points in the first quarter. Third quarter, Heat in the break. Wade, lob to LeBron, who was fouled in the air, landed awkwardly on the ground. LeBron stayed down just a little bit, but like hockey players, he would get up and stay in the game. And on the ensuing play, LeBron James, have some, buries the jumper, 29 points on the night. Later in the quarter, though, the Knicks get hot again. Carmelo with the layup in transition. He had 32. Then Dwayne Wade, stripped by Jason Kidd. Kidd is about like 57, 58 years old. Finds J.R. Smith in transition. Smith buries the 3. Knicks up 11. Eric Spoelstra needs a hug. And if you're interested, J. Kidd, 12,024 career assists, second most all time. Fourth quarter, though, the Heat down by 6. Here they come. And LeBron just takes over. I mean, not just in points, but in every aspect. The 3 there. Then the long rebound bounces out to LeBron. Stop it, young fella. He had 12 points in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 79. Later, Heat down 2. LeBron finds Shane Battier, who straight rifles the 3. LeBron also had 7 assists. Heat up 1. Later in the fourth, Tyson Chandler just dismissed by LeBron. Now watch Tyson. The Heat go the other way, but Chandler does not hustle back because he's arguing for a foul. Mario Chalmers misses a 3. Maybe Chandler would have been there for the rebound, but instead, LeBron for the tip over Jason Kidd. Heat up 4. Also, LeBron played great defense in Carmelo. Melo, 24 points in the first half. LeBron harassed him only 8 in the second half. And then maybe the iconic dunk for LeBron all season. Maybe a Jordan-like moment. 29 points, 11 boards, 7 assists, and doesn't even begin to capture that ridiculousness. There's a choreographer named Little C. He defines the word buck as when internal artistry meets physical expression. LeBron, that dunk was buck. Heat win 99-93. Holla at us, LeBron.
We feel like this is one of our better wins of the season. Under the circumstances what we went through tonight, a little bit of adversity, being down double digits. That it was 40-46 at one point, and they went on the craziest run, and then we cut it, in the third quarter. Then they went on another run, and for us to withstand that and still make a come back to win the game, it was good for us.
We've had comebacks in the last seconds. We've had double overtime games, but this is probably the most thrilling one. It's the most challenging. For a team who beat us twice, they handled us twice, and they was up 16 in the first half. For us to have the resilience to come back, find a way, fight out this win was great.
We knew how important this game was to us, and it's all in the spirit of competition. we're trying to do something special here, and they're trying to do the same thing. When they toss the ball up, it's all about who can play the best game, and I felt that we played a pretty good one today.
Let's take a look inside the Miami Heat's now 14-game winning streak. LeBron has just been ridiculous, averaging just under 29 points and shooting over 60% from the field. Miami has outscored its opponents by 166 when Bron is on the floor during the streak. And the Heat have just dominated in the fourth quarter, besting opponents by over 5 points per game in the final frame. The only games in which they've been outscored in the fourth were in garbage time of blowouts of the Clippers and Thunder. And on February 2nd, the Heat were tied atop the East with the Knicks. That's February 2nd. After beating New York on Sunday, Miami pushed its lead in the conference to 7 games. They've done all of this in just 4 weeks.
Heat and the Hawks, Hawks and the Heat, two hottest teams in pro sports. Miami tie their franchise record by winning their 14th consecutive game. Heat beat the Knicks 99-93. LeBron was doing his thing, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Keep on keeping on in every way. Michael Wilbon, the NBA Countdown crew, weigh in.
The New York Knicks turned a 16-point lead into a big fat loss. Compliments of the champs, the Miami Heat. 14 straight wins. Magic Johnson said pregame, the champs ought to send a message. This is the time you start to do that. Message received, Irvin. Express message, urgent, marked urgent.
No question about it. And then when you think about, the Heat didn't play well in the first half, but in the third quarter, they came out on a 14-4 run, and then too much LeBron James in the fourth quarter. The champions came in to prove to the Knicks that they're still the world champions and they're still the team to beat in the East.
To be on an elite level, the Knicks still have some chess pieces they need to figure out. Starting James White as a token start, couple of minutes in the first, couple of minutes in the third, that doesn't really work for me. Finishing the game with Raymond Felton, Jay Kidd, also you have Melo and J.R. Smith, but the latter two are the ones bringing the basketball up, getting you into your offense, as opposed to your point guard, which takes your balance away, and that's why a player like J.R. Smith ends up shooting 3 for 14 from the floor. And the last thing, and I'll talk to you later about this, Magic, is Carmelo's their distinguished best player. Would you like that guy to get going in the first quarter or first half or in the fourth quarter? I think that dynamic really needs to be.
He seems tired by the fourth quarter, Jalen. Maybe it's from bringing the ball up too much, but he's not there. Carmelo was not there in the fourth quarter today.
The Knicks are a 500 team since they started out fast, and this is now a 32-game sample size. I don't know what happened to Ray Felton. He had 9 points in this game today. He's not even bringing the ball up half the time for them offensively. He's just checked out since that injury. He's not the same guy. They're playing 3-on-5 offensively, and you look at the stats. J.R. Smith took 14 threes in this game, which is insane. He shouldn't be taking that many threes. He's not that good of a three-point shooter. I think the Knicks have some serious issues, and the fact that they couldn't hold on to this lead, they got waxed at home like this, not a good sign for them.
Well, to me, it says more about the Heat because it showed me that they're getting ready for the playoffs. And to come all the way back and really do it with Shane Battier hitting some big shots because he was 4 for 4 from the three-point line.
And he's their good luck charm when he's hitting.
Well, Magic, that's because they're into their roles. LeBron is going to create, make everybody better, then score late. We know what Wade's about. So now Shane Battier and Ray Allen can just spot up and make shots. What you think about the Knicks dynamic as it relates to that?
Well, not enough guys can get their own shot. And so you rely so much on Carmelo. And then by the time the fourth quarter, you made a great point, comes around, he's just dead tired and he can't carry him. Plus, a great team like Miami knows that, so they're going to probably double team him most of the time.
We're in March. Some things are starting to get established. The Miami Heat has to like what they're establishing. The Knicks, maybe not so much.
Well, the schedule favors the Heat the next 2 weeks. If they win their next 4 to push the streak to 18, that would equal the longest win streak ever put together by Michael Jordan's Bulls team. Now, I would never compare Jordan and LeBron. If you're into comparisons, here you go.
Just saying.